Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines. My name, of course, is Obit Potato, and you are watching a lovely little town expand. We are growing ever closer to the next milestone, whatever it may be, 10,000. And we will unlock quite a raft of things, actually. A train station, a cargo train terminal, a hydropower plant. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going, actually. What do we need to do? We need to educate more citizens to allow the building to expand. We're going to try and work on that, actually. How's elementary school availability is fine. High school availability is not quite up to scratch, unfortunately, so we are going to save up a little bit of cash. And eventually we're going to have to get a university because, quite frankly, I think it's disgusting how this city does not have a university yet. Anyway, we ended the last episode with road problems, effectively. And not much we could really do about that. I don't really know how we're going to solve the problems that we have to do with the road. Maybe we could do it like this. That'll actually work. Did that actually work? That was remarkably easy. That slope is about I think the steepest I've ever seen. I don't understand why this is not as efficient as it should be. It's not quite good enough. I mean, there's a bloody ambulance trying to get somewhere, and it's not quite working. Yeah. So basically, we are talking about refining our existing traffic system and making it as efficient as possible. But you know, it's not looking too bad at the moment. Actually, it's not looking too darn bad. I mean, there's not many people using the actual entrance to the city, which is really, really nice. We're seeing a lot of people actually using the highway as we intended it to be used. The slip lane is actually great how this works over here. That's what we like to see. And the landfill site is looking good. So as soon as we can get this second highway connected, which looks absolutely god-awful, as soon as we can get that highway connected up to everything, then I think that's going to be for the better. As far as I'm concerned, let's bring this down, right? Because it costs a lot of money. Let's bring it down if we can. Slope too steep. Space already occupied. You've always got something to complain about, don't you, City Skylines? You absolutely do. Okay, bring this down. Slope is still too steep. Okay, beautiful. Keep on bringing it down. Bring it down further. Slope's too steep. Beautiful. You'll be happy with that, will you? And I think, to be honest, if we keep it at this level, then that shouldn't be a problem for anybody. Where do we want to join it up, though? That's the question. In fact, we're probably going to need to raise it above. Just think that. Oh my goodness, that was almost a horrific misclick. Okay, raise it up here. Can we cross it over? Can we cross it over here? We actually can. Where do we want it to go? Where do we want it to go? I think joining up here would be nice. But that's not going to work, evidently. I don't know. What's the best way of doing this? I'm not entirely sure. Perhaps just joining it up to the out-of-town highway? That might work. Well... Yeah, well, we might as well connect it to the out-of-town highway. Okay, there we go. That's looking pretty good. We'll connect that up to there, and let's also make it a... make this able to connect to here. Space is already occupied. Well, there's a bloody surprise. We'll make a little slip road ramp thing. Slope is too steep. Are we gonna have to really do it manually? I'm okay with that, but whatever. Slope is still too steep. Manually again. Okay. Here, slope is too steep. Come on, just give me a little chance to prove myself. Okay, there we go, and bring it down here. Can we really not do that? Oh my goodness, this is just turning into an absolute farce, isn't it? Okay, I just want you back for good. No, that is horrible. Should not be singing that. Copyright and all. Okay, there we go. Across here. Slope is too steep. Really? It's pretty not darn steep if you ask me. Okay. Can we get it? Can we get it to go? Okay. Build it. Build. Just bloody hell. Ah! Oh goodness me. This is testing my patience. Okay. We'll forget that for now. We'll pretend like it never happened, and let's get this going up here. Okay. That's one way to get onto the highway. That's great. And presumably these trucks are going to be going out of town, so that should mean that they're able to get out of town. This is way too high, and it looks absolutely ridiculous, but whatever. We need to work out where these guys are actually going, though, and then everybody will be happy. Looks like we still need workers. Well, our town is growing. Our town is definitely growing. We need 24,000 to actually fix the problem that we have with education. Yeah. Well, this area should be better educated than the rest of the area. Elementary education, this area is doing fine. This area is doing fine as well. I don't think we haven't placed a single elementary school. That's not good. That's not good. Can we? Okay, well, screw it. That'll have to do. There we go. An elementary school over there. That should be fine. I know it's maybe a little bit of overkill, but we'll be future-proofing ourselves, so that's not a problem. The high school can probably go just next door as soon as we have enough money for that. Great. Okay. Also, what about if we link? I can't get my head around these bloody highways. What if we could link this up to here? Would that work? We might have to do it manually, but okay. There. Any luck? Any luck, guys? Oh, come on. Come on. Just really, is it occupied though? Is it occupied? Looks like it might be. No, this is just a bloody ridiculous, if you ask me. Okay, let's think about that again. Okay, a slip road coming from here down here. Not gonna work. Slope is too steep. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I don't understand, because there seems to be nothing that will satisfy the wrath of this road. Oh, that will actually work. That will actually work. However, it's going to cost us an absolute ton of houses. And I don't want to do that. A ton of houses, ton of commercial zones, whatever. This highway is supposed to be the problem that fixes all problems. However, it doesn't seem to have worked at all. I mean, we have a massive tailback over here. That's not great. That's really, really bad, actually. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Is it possible if we put a major link up to there, would that work? Might do, but it's not really worth the hassle, is it? Well, you know, primarily we want to make sure that you know, lorries can reach this area without clogging up the main road. That's the plan. And we also want to make sure that lorries can get back up here without clogging up the main road as well. So let's demolish that burnt wreck over there. We want to make it work both ways. Okay, what about a slip road from here down to here? Would that work? A slip road over here? I think that might work actually. To make it easier for lorries to get from one place to another, we could do a similar sort of thing from here to here. Yeah, that would work. So that there can be a little bit more use for this highway up here, because at the moment we're not really seeing it. In fact, let's just demolish this entire road. So we're now forcing everybody to use the highway. Even though it might be the most ill-planned highway in the world, we are still going to see a lot of people using it. That's pretty good. That's what we like to see. Okay, so some trucks are going over there, which is not what we want to see. We want to... This is not good. This is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, we bring this down, and we bring this down here. Yeah, okay, let's do that. That might be the most horrible, inefficient system in the entire world, but at the same time, I think it'll work, primarily because we're going to see people that want to go this way coming down here. Okay, so, great. Happy days. Happy days. Happy days indeed. I don't know, I think that might work. I think that might be what we see, although we're not seeing anybody actually using the highway properly. We're just seeing them all turn around and get onto this big one here, which is not exactly great. I mean, if we take a look at our little traffic legend, we see a lot of red areas, and all of them are connected to the highway, which is not great. Okay, screw it. Let's demolish that. Let's demolish that. So now everybody is being forced to use the actual highway. We're also going to demolish that. So enjoy the long trek over this highway. I don't know where you're going to go or how you're even going to manage to get anywhere, but that's the way things are. You're going to have to go all the way out. You're just going to get out of my town for a good long time. Is there could be a way that we could deal with this actually. Okay, let's build this up. Let's put that in place there. Can we build over here? Oh, we did have a blue. We did have a blue there. Perfect. And let's bring this back down here. Great. Okay, now all the people that want to go back onto the main highway can do so by going this way. And that doesn't really help them out, to be honest. It doesn't really help them out. But it will as soon as we put in place another ramp up here. Another ramp up here that allows them to get back onto the side of the road that they actually want to be on. Because we'd be a pretty bad city if we didn't actually make it so that people could get where they wanted to be. Okay, great. Will that finally work? Will that finally work? I really, really hope it will. We're seeing a lot of people using this ramp. That's good. That means we're thinning out the traffic, which is really, really nice. This just looks like an absolutely super dangerous corner here, but whatever. Okay, we're seeing it working. We're absolutely seeing it working. We're seeing a lot of cars using both of the highways, and now we only really have to deal with the intercity sort of issues, where the highway has worked and it has carried people from their destination out of town, which is great. Absolutely great. And probably, to be honest, we're just going to screw this little tiny road and let's make it a little bit of a bigger road. Slope is too steep. Really? We'll do that there then. That's fine. I love how the cars float. I think that's really, really cool. Oh, they'll be waiting for this one guy. Okay, good. That should sort of lighten the load on this road a little bit, which is nice. Means that we can get more cars up in time. A building is burnt down. How? Why is a building burnt down? To be honest, we shouldn't be having problems with fire and stuff. Fire, police. That's the police station. Where's the fire brigade? The fire brigade's up here. Fire engines in use 7 out of 10. Well, that's not too bad. Let's get this education thing sorted, because it's been a while since we've actually thought about education. Where are we going to put it? We were going to put it right next to... Yeah, we're going to put it there. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. And with the remainder of our money, why don't we go ahead and pay back our loan? Beautiful. We are now almost debt-free. Almost. I say almost. And we should be seeing a heck of a lot of people upgrading their houses, because who can complain when your house is super educated? Increase the value of the land. Well, I am trying to increase the value of the land. Let's have a look at land value. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. We need another park or something up over there. I'm going to go and build another park or something over there. Try and destroy as few houses as possible. That might actually work. And that shoot up the value of the land just a little bit. Ah, beautiful. It did. Awesome. Perhaps another park. Just because you guys are being so well behaved. There we go. Beautiful. And yeah, just like that, the land value is fantastic. And through upgrades, I think anyway, we're going to see people expanding their house, and that basically means more people can live in it, which is lovely. Because more people living in houses means that we have to build less houses. And I have longer to address the fact that we have an absolutely chronic demand for houses, which is not great, but whatever. What is this? Abandoned buildings. Yeah, okay, so as we sort of have some discrepancies in the number of people that are available to work and such like, then we're going to see more and more buildings become abandoned, which is not a good look for the city. Let me tell you that. It is not a good look for the city. We've got a lot of burnt out buildings here. Not great. We need more workers. And I think that it's probably time we address that, to be honest. I can no longer just fanny about and pretend that we don't have a problem. Where do we want to build that? I don't really know. And this area here is a problem. Not good, not good. We clearly need higher throughput. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, can we connect it somewhere easier to deal with? Perhaps? I don't really know, like, what on earth is the best way to deal with this? Because I sure as heck don't know. Build it up a little bit. It's just problem after problem, isn't it? It's just absolutely bloody problem after problem. Build it up. Slope's too steep. Yet another problem to add to the existing list of about 1,000. Okay, there. Goodness me. Hopefully that will work. Okay, will people be finally happier? This is an absolute mess over here. I'm sure there must be an easier way to do it. But you know what? If it works, then that's all that really matters. How did our population plummet so dramatically? There can't be that many houses that need to be upgraded. Cannot be that many houses. How are we going to go about doing this? How are we going to go about doing this? I think, to be honest, we probably just drag an area off the highway. We make it one way, of course, because that's what we always do for our little housing estate area. Okay, let's drag that off there, and let's start the housing estate over here, and drag this over. Well, let's make it snappable. Okay, so that is the first part of a brand new housing estate. I know this is probably going to be a little bit different to the ones that we've seen before, as in it's not going to be as tightly organized, but we still need new houses, and we can't put it off for any longer. Goodness knows we need them, because otherwise the entire town is going to go to shit. And who wants that? Certainly not me. The land value of these houses will be rather poor, I feel. But honestly, I'm not too concerned, because as long as we have these houses, then that's something at least. And maybe in another world, we can redirect the route of this highway. We don't have enough money. Are you kidding me? Really? We should have more than enough money to build at least a little bit of something something. Okay, there we go. Yeah, maybe in another world we could redirect this highway so it doesn't actually cross over here. We can make it cross over here and expand this massive housing estate. I say massive; it's just a little bit bigger than normal. And we could expand this estate a little bit more, because it definitely does have the extra capacity, or it definitely does have the potential to be stretched a little bit more, which is fine with me. I'm okay with that. Let's get these houses in place. We're not going to play with high density yet. I'm not really in a position where I want to be dealing with high density, but it's going to have to come, because having low density stuff is pretty much only a temporary measure as far as I'm concerned. It's not permanent. We should see a lot of houses start to pop up over here, and we have absolutely no need for these power cables. And look, as we demolish the power cables, trees just pop up magically. Beautiful. So that has actually served a dual purpose. We completely eliminated all of our power cable problems and stuff, and we can actually expand this area up a little bit, which is nice, which is very, very nice indeed. Okay. And we also need to think about water for this area. Oh, goodness, it's just problem after problem after problem, isn't it? Okay, over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. And over there. Okay, great. Good! I want to get to the next population thing at the before the end of this episode, so we're not going to stop until we actually have the population that we want to have, and that population would of course be 10,000. So that's what we're aiming for anyway. What are you saying, Chirper? What's wrong with our garbage collection service? What is wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. Ungrateful. We've got like 2 very, very good collection services in the city, so you've got nothing to complain about. If we wanted to, we could... No, we're already spending absolute max that we can. Spend a little bit more on health. We've got the cash, you know. We should be spending the max on fire. We're spending the max on education. How is education actually? How's that going? High school availability is, you know, it's going to take time, but we're getting there. Elementary education is getting there as well, and university education is diabolical as far as I'm concerned. So we're gonna have to think about moving towards, yeah, something more drastic to get our education up. Is that the fire brigade arriving at this house? Looks like it. Extinguishing fire. Whoa, I did not mean to click on that. I'm very, very sorry. Let me unfollow you. There we go. Yeah. Quite a lot has happened this episode, actually. We did fanny around with the roads for a bit, but that's okay. What is this? Not enough customers. Why not? Why do you not have enough customers? I mean, you should. You definitely should have enough customers. What? Okay, let's demolish these abandoned buildings so that new buildings can be built up in their place. Honestly, this these areas don't have enough workers, so that's a little bit of an oxymoron actually, because there's industrial demand, yet there's still areas for workers to go and work. I don't understand how that works, but whatever. This entire area is a little bit clogged up. which is not good, not good at all. In fact, I have another one of those plans that can only go wrong, as far as I'm concerned. We're going to demolish this because I hate it and it looks terrible. We're also going to demolish this because I hate it and it looks terrible. And we're also going to destroy pretty much this entire section of road. And you might be like, Orbital Potato, you've actually lost your marbles. And I would be like, no, I have not lost my marbles, because I have a plan. I have a great plan. As Baldric would say, I have a cunning plan. Okay, we're going to build that up there. We're going to build this up here. That's right, we're making a one-way road. We're absolutely making a one-way road. And how can you go wrong with a one-way road, I ask? And your answer would be, you can't go wrong with a one-way road, because darn right you cannot go wrong with a one-way road. One-way roads control traffic much better than two-way roads, and this area needs to be industrialized again. And let's get rid of these gosh darn power cables, because we don't need them. We do not need them at all. This area should all be connected with power. So let's just completely erase them from the history of anything. Great. Awesome. Technically, there should be nobody actually coming up here. Nobody should ever need to come up this way. Oh, shit. Power? Why? Oh, these two blocks aren't connected. Oh, well, that's fun, isn't it? Oh, well, we'll do that. That should fix the power problem that we seem to be experiencing. Yeah, that should be fine. Great. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. I didn't realize. But yeah, it's good that we've got rid of that big long power cable that was just trekking across the landscape and just making everything look really messy. In fact, okay, that's better. That's fine. It should not be. We should not have anything connected to the road. Sorry. You're gonna have to move. I am allowing that. That is fine. You can do that, but as long as it's not connected to the road, then that's a-okay with me. There we go. I don't understand why this is such a problem. Not enough raw materials. Well, that might be because we may not be close enough to the fertile ground. Although this area is all fertile ground, so no idea why that's not a problem. Oh well, nothing we can do about that. If there's not enough raw materials, then you got to get your supply chain in order, buddy. That's what I'm saying to you. You got to get your supply chain in order, because otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. Okay. We've got two little. Get this map. Get out of this map mode. So yeah, that should mean that we are now seeing a little bit better throughput from. In fact, let's get rid of this. Let's do the classic thing that we do, and let's instead get a nice six lane, whatever, one-way motorway or whatever. Slope too steep. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so we should now have ample capacity for people to actually get down this slope and just get into work. That's what we're seeing. This is good. This is really good. Even though the traffic problems are large, I like solving traffic problems. Traffic problems are always good to solve. And perhaps the next stage would be demolishing this piece of road entirely, because it looks like we don't need it, or we almost completely don't need it. And the only things that are coming down are garbage trucks, so that's a-okay. That is absolutely fine. But we're shifting a lot more cars now, which is lovely to see. Lovely to see indeed. This building burnt down. Yeah, we're going to need a massive fire station really soon indeed. We're going to need a massive fire station soon. Yeah, not too bad. How are we in terms of the milestone? Because I said that we weren't going to end the episode until we reach 10,000. Well, it could be a long episode. We could be in for a big one, ladies and gents. Could be in for a big one. A building is burnt down. Where is it burnt down? I don't see it. I don't see it. But that's not a problem. That's not a problem. I could just be wrong. Um, what is this? You don't have enough raw materials. Well, I don't understand how that doesn't work, because you should have enough raw materials. Or perhaps you just... You should have enough raw materials. I don't understand why that's not the case, but... Perhaps I am mistaken. Orchard Company? Yeah, you guys should be fine. Everybody should be fine. Oh well. That's just the way things are, I'm afraid. I think we're going to go after this. We're going to go off in search of oil, actually, I think, soon. Oil up here, so perhaps we could purchase that slot. No, we can't quite yet. However, we will be able to in the future. So that's always exciting. We could go after oil or something down that sort of lane. Perhaps ore processing. That's quite interesting. Okay, demolish that. And there's a couple of abandoned buildings over here. Hopefully we're not going to see that precedent of abandoned buildings continue. We do not want to see that. Abandoned buildings are bad. Not good at all. Not good at all. What is this? Not enough customers. Well, I'm sorry, but you know, that's the way life is. You've got to adapt. You've got to be cool about these things, man. Okay. Everybody wants to get off at this junction, which is fair enough because there's actually there's no way to go up here. So that's fine as far as I'm concerned. Oh, perhaps we should have built this road up a little bit. Nobody's actually coming down here, are they? No. Perhaps we should have built this road up a tad. Yeah, I feel we should. Okay. Okay, here we go. A nice big 6 one-way road. Okay. I know buildings are going to be knocked down. I know that. I know, but I don't care. Space already occupied. By what? What is it occupied by? A burning building. So I can't... Oh, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely bullshit. I can't build in that space because there's a building in the process of burning down right now. That's a little bit annoying, but hey-ho. We're going to have to use a temporary one-way single road for now. However, we can rezone this entire area as industrial. And we can also do the same with this area and this area. Fantastic. Okay, now let's demolish this road, get a little bit of a refund, which is nice, and connect up these two roads. Connect those two roads up, and now we should see a much larger capacity. I think we are seeing a larger capacity, and that's what's important because we want to make this area as friendly as possible. We don't want to discourage anybody from building their businesses up. I am just going to take this opportunity and build all this industrial, or make it all industrial. No reason why. It's probably a bad idea in retrospect, but I'm not concerned. That's not an issue for me. Good. We seem to have fewer traffic jams. I say that. I'm not entirely sure that I'm right. But a 6-way, one-way road is big material. It's big money. It's big business. You know, honestly, I think if we just deleted... I don't really want to delete that bit because stuff like police cars and stuff are going to be taking a longer time. Honestly, already, I would, if if the situation had forced me to, I would have banned large lorries from coming down this way. But it seems that they are already perfectly happy with just using the highway as it is. I presume they use the highway to get down here because it's darned quick. It's a quick highway, and that's fine. So I think that they are wise the lorries because they're using the highways more than most people, which is lovely to see. We do have a little bit of a traffic jam, or we do have occasional little bits of traffic jams, but I mean, if we look at it, there's not actually that much that's bad. I mean, this loop is quite busy, and this occasionally gets quite busy, although it shouldn't really. It shouldn't be that busy. A little bit concerned as why it is, but you know, no matter. This area up. Whoa, water. We need a bit more water. Okay, let me put a little bit more money into water. We're already at 150%. Well, I guess it is time to build another water plant up here, and another drain pipe all the way down here. Beautiful. Are you already connected up, buddy? You're already connected up. That's fine. We just need to connect up this water thing down here as well, don't we? And we'll connect it over there. Beautiful. So now nobody should have an issue with their water. Nobody should have an issue with their water. At least that's the plan. It very rarely ever goes that way. How's growth? We should still be seeing growth. People should still be building houses. Why are people complaining about sewage? Power. Oh, okay. That's the problem. There we go. Happy now? How are we doing for power anyway? Wow, we still got an absolute truckload of power. And it's only at 115%, so that is very scalable in my opinion. And we can still build yet more stuff. Why is this sewage stuff not going away? It should be. It's gone away. Great. Awesome. That's what we like to see. We need a university. We need bigger stuff. We need better stuff. And something that I am very, very interested in doing soon is setting up an area that can get to... an area probably over here that has a large hospital in it. It has a large fire station in it, and it's got a large police station. And if we just have it over here, then it means that, and we link it up to the highways and all that sort of stuff, that'll just allow our emergency services to reach anywhere in the city at a very, very small response time. So they'll be able to visit everywhere very, very fast and make sure that less people die. People are arrested quicker. Building's been burnt down. Not good at all. Yeah, what was I saying? I was thinking about sort of demolishing this piece of road here. Due to how many people actually use it. What type of people are the people that use it? A sports car, a police car, an SUV, driving to work. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure of the best way to do this. Let's face it, the people that currently have to use the main road are the people that want to get to work from this housing estate over here, because this housing estate has got a route onto the highway so they can travel that way. The only people that need to be driving down this stretch of road are the people that want to be traveling this way. So what I have failed to do is there is no way. There is no. In fact, there is. I completely forgot to replace this piece of road. Yeah, I completely forgot it. And now almost nobody should be coming down here because, well, apart from police cars and such like, and maybe fire engines, because anybody that wants to get to work, anybody that wants to get to here from here can now take this road, unless they need to get onto this piece of road over here, in which case they are going to have to take the long road. Yeah, controversial, perhaps. Will it work? I hope so. We're at 9256, so we're getting there. We're getting there to the target that I specified. We're also going to link this up, just in case. Just in case. So now, if anybody wants to get onto the highway from here, then they can do that. They can do that. That's great. As long as we've established that they can do that, they don't have to. But it looks like already we are seeing a couple of cars actually take advantage of that, which is lovely, 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 lovely to see. we're growing. We're continually growing at a rather fast pace, actually. And also something I've just realised is this is a two-way road, but there is no way for anybody to get out of this housing estate. That's rather embarrassing. Um, let's make it a slipway. There we go. Let's just make it on there. Beautiful. Okay, so now we should see cars and people actually moving from place to place. There we go. Okay, great. That should allow people over here to actually get around. Because, I don't know, before that they had to walk, perhaps? Walking, jeez, that is for scrubs. That is so overrated. Not cool at all. Not cool at all. Okay, yeah, okay, so the car should come driving down here. That's fine. You should go onto this one, and then you should go onto this one, because nobody wants to... I was going to say, nobody actually wants to go this way, because there's nothing over here. But I guess you did want to go over that way, so happy days to you. I guess. Yeah, I'm so taken aback by that, but whatever. We're still growing. We're still growing. Our pace is slowing, but I want to get to that 10,000 before we finish the episode. So that is the target. This area is a mess. This area is an absolute mess. Absolute mess. Terrible, terrible mess. I do like this thing actually. This thing is pretty cool, and it's pretty essential to sort of the whole city actually working. So I'm sort of glad we did build that. How's our education going? High school education, it's working its way up there. Elementary education, almost everybody is educated in an elementary sort of way. University, of course, is miles away. Well, it's not miles away actually. How much money do we have to fork out for that? 75,000. Well, we're 25,000 away now. We could pay this and take out another loan, and we're 70,000 there. So we only need to wait a minute before we have enough money to actually place a university. And where are we going to place it? I know exactly where we are going to place it. We are going to place it right here, probably in the corner somewhere, so that both areas can reach it. So this area and this area over here. Okay, I hear some pinging. I presume that that's some buildings upgrading. I certainly hope so. We're doing not badly actually. I know there's new buildings. I know we've got big hospitals to build and big fire stations to build. We've already got, a little one, a firehouse, and now we've got a fire station, and of course a big ass police station, or police headquarters. Sorry. We've got enough. We've got enough to do it. Let's build a frickin' university. Okay, that should be enough for the entire area. I think, screw it, let's do it in the corner. Yeah, okay, let's do it. That's good. That is good. And that is just a sea of happy faces, because that's what we like to see. That is really imperative, actually, that we get our education up to the standards that people would expect it to be at. And at the moment we've stayed on top of education for a long, long time. I'm very happy to say that we've now got a university. How freaking awesome is that? It does sort of cost a little bit of a small fortune to maintain, but hey ho, that's okay. We should see massive benefits from business and also in housing, because educate more citizens so that they can handle all potential students. Yeah, we're already seeing buildings level up here. That's great. No level up info. No level up info. Good. I'm happy that you're so cool. But yeah, that's actually darn amazing. I want to get to 10,000. I want to get to 10,000. Suddenly that bumper weekend episode I did isn't looking so bumper. It looks like it's becoming the new norm. The new norm? The new norm. Yeah, it does. Let's speed it up to 2 times speed, because we're just waiting on this growth to come along. Okay, so people are now using this slip road. That's fine. Keep the game in play. Is there any chance at all that we could put in place a little, I want to say a sidewalk, but it's not really a sidewalk for me, it's a pavement for me. over here. There we go. So hopefully people should be able to walk between both sort of areas now. Is that what they're is that good enough for you people? There we go. I hope you'll be happy with that. As in, will you even use it? I don't really know. Do people use it? Are we seeing anybody actually use it? We're seeing one person walk across there. Not exactly a resounding success. Oh well. There's a couple of people using it, and that's sort of good enough. I'm not sure if it really warranted knocking down the houses and slowing down our growth a little bit, but you know what, we did it anyway, so screw that. We did it. Honestly, how's commercial demand doing? This entire area is a little bit of a wasteland. Yeah. What I think we should probably do actually is if we de-zone this area, we de-zone this area so that people actually, or so that we can actually, I want to say artificially control some of the demand. And by that I mean we don't have to constantly have people saying that they don't have enough customers or whatever, because we can control the demand, and we can force the demand up by making sure that there's less availability for buildings to be built. Okay, power is a problem. Yep, looks like we need some more mega wattage. I'll get right on it. Let's put it up to 130%. There we go. Yeah, you know, at the start of the, I think it was probably the last episode, I did place these two things, and they have been great. They have been absolutely great. I mean, you stick them on water, and they do solar power, they do wind power, and they probably do tidal as well. So, darn me, that's amazing. That is amazing. Looks like a couple of people are actually using these walkways. I quite like that. I like the fact that people are using the walkways. That's better than using cars, because obviously it doesn't jam up congestion or whatever. And you know, it's in everybody's interest if you don't use a car. How many students do we actually have? 409 students. Wow, how crazy is that? We're actually seeing people turn into university graduates. That's amazing, actually. Let's just go and demolish this this building quickly there. Beautiful. And we've got loads of capacity anyway, so that's absolutely fine. That building's on fire, we can't demolish it. This area needs more workers. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm doing my best to bring new people into the city, but they don't seem to be buying it, and I'm afraid. They don't seem to be buying it. What do we need to level up this? Education, educate more citizens. We are on it. We are on educating citizens. We're all for educating and citizens and stuff. I know, we need more houses. We need more houses. However, I'm sort of relying on this university bringing us in bigger benefits, and by that I mean I hope that, you know, the university will educate people, and as such people will want to upgrade their houses. It's pretty much just education, isn't it? Yeah, the land value is fine. It's just, what is the land value actually? Let's have a look. Yeah, the land value is not terrible. The land value is not terrible at all. It's pretty decent, especially over in these parts in the central area. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's I'm pretty happy with that. Population, the most densely populated area. Where is this? Mostly seniors, mostly families, mostly adults. So this is the family area. So the higher the land value, I would presume the more the higher the land value, the more seniors live there or around there. Well, we are cutting it a bit close. We're almost at an hour. We're at 50 minutes of recording. Would you know? So hello to all the 3 people that are probably watching this at the moment. So hi there. Hope you're all doing fine. I'm doing pretty good, actually. I'm doing pretty darn good. Looking forward to recording some Factorio next. So that is going to be fun. If you haven't checked that series out, then you know you totally should, because mods in Factorio are freaking awesome. They are absolutely amazing. Good. Traffic jams are not exactly what I'd like to see, but they're not exactly terrible either, so not much to complain about there. The highway actually seems to be working, as I love this highway. I absolutely love it. It's great. It's great to see that. 9,802. Oh, we're so close to that big 2,000. And residential demand is very, very high. Okay, so if I put in place another road that goes down here, okay, if I put that in place, I know everybody's going to be upset about it, and quite frankly, I couldn't care less. Okay, let's try and get this as perfectly as possible. Beautiful. That's not quite perfect, but it'll do. There we go. And let's zone this all as residential. Boom, boom, boom. We can actually afford to just get rid of this bit, as it is not useful anyway, so that's fine. New building. I know about the new buildings. Calm down, please. I know about the new buildings. Is this a one-way road? No, I think this is a two-way road. Yeah, this is a two-way road. That's good to see. That's fine. We are close to that 975. Well, we're growing. We're growing slowly, though. Did I make this a one-way road? I better. Oh, I did as well, didn't I? Oh, that's so dumb. Because we need it to be two-way. Because if it is just one-way, then that's worth almost nothing to me. Okay, sorted. And sorted. And now, as long as we just zone this back up. In fact, screw it. Let's just block zone that entire area. Great. Okay, nobody should have any issues now. Everybody should be absolutely fine. That's actually quite interesting, the fact that, families are all the ones living over here. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, obviously, the people that are living in this building have been in these buildings for years now. I mean, they have been there since the start. Only the dedicated, eh? Only the dedicated. Okay, let's get rid of that population thingy, please. Go away. Hopefully, with this extra batch of houses, we are going to manage to get to that fabled 10,000 number. I would love that. I would love that a lot. Okay. We're probably going to get there, actually. We are probably going to get there. We are well on course. Come on. Come on, let's do it. Let's finish off the episode. I'm eager to finish off the episode. I've been recording for almost an hour on this bloody thing. Come on. Come on, let's get there. Let's get there. Let's do it today. Let's do it now. Once and for all. All the doodah day. Oh, our population is crawling upwards. Absolutely crawling. Why can't people just go and build houses everywhere over here? I mean, this is a great opportunity to make some money. I mean, demand for houses is still pretty strong. There's a medium demand. Are you going to be upgrading soon? Educate more citizens. Well, I wish I could. I wish I could, and I probably will. Probably will very soon, hopefully. In fact, there's a high school right over here. If we could... Oh, we did it! We absolutely did it. How fantastic is that? That is great. That is great news. The hydropower plant, the cargo terminal, and the train station all unlocked. Fantastic. There is one thing I want to do before we go. And that may take us down below. But if we could just build a road from here to here, right? Then the reach of this school will go a lot further. And that, quite frankly, is going to save us a lot of cash when it comes to schools, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, look at that. We're going to be hitting all this area with the high school. And with the elementary schools as well, we're going to be hitting a substantial chunk of it. The university, we're gonna be hitting most of it, but that's fair enough. It did bring our population back down over the 10,000, so I'm glad we did get above that 10,000 mark before we did it. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Open Potato. Thank you very, very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you'll tune in next time. Bye.